Hi, hello, and welcome to another interesting session on analog and digital communications. In today's session, we'll see the generation and demodulation of amplitude modulated signals. So, let's get started. So, an amplitude modulator is a circuit which generates the amplitude modulated waves. So, we have two types of modulators. One is a square law modulator, the second is a switching modulator. So both of these two devices use a non-linear element for their implementation. So non-linear device is one which has a non-linear relationship between the current and the voltage. So example of a non-linear device is a diode, transistor or a FET. So AM modulators, they are non-linear devices with two inputs and one output. So the two inputs are, one is the message signal with a very low frequency and the second one is a high frequency carrier signal which is having a constant amplitude. So this is the diagram of a square law modulator. It has a non-linear element. It has two input signals. One is the modulating signal or the message signal X of t. The second one is the carrier signal C of t. At the output we have a transformer with two components, one is the load resistance and the capacitance. So this part of the circuit acts as a band pass filter to extract the modulated signal. So this is the diagram of a square law modulator. So this non-linear element may be a diode or a transistor. The filter which we use, it is a single tuned or a double tuned circuit. When a non-linear device such as a diode is suitably biased and operated in a part of its characteristic curve, we find that the transfer characteristic of the diode and resistor combination can be represented as a square law. So this is the equation for a square law. V2 of t is equal to A into V1 of t plus B into V1 square of t. Here V2 of t is the output of the diode and V1 of t is the input to the diode, which is a non-linear device. Here A and B are the constant terms. So as we can see from the diagram, V1 of t is the input to the non-linear device. So V1 of t, it is the sum of both of these two signals. One is the carrier signal C of t and second one is the modulating or the message signal X of t. So this is the equation for V1 of t. AC cos 2 pi fct plus X of t. Here AC cos 2 pi fct is the carrier signal and X of t is the message signal. So we have to substitute this equation in the output equation, that is V2 of t, where V2 of t is A V1 of t plus B V1 square of t. So in place of V1 of t, write AC cos 2 pi fct plus X of t plus B into AC cos 2 pi fct plus X of t whole square. Now if we expand this equation and write, these are all the terms which we get, A into AC into 1 plus 2b by A X of t into cos 2 pi fct plus A into X of t plus B AC square cos square 2 pi fct plus B into X square of t. Now if you observe these terms, the equation from here till here, that is the amplitude modulated wave. The remaining terms are the unwanted terms which are to be removed by the tuned amplifier. So this is the equation across the primary winding of the output transformer. So the first term is the desired amplitude modulated signal and the other terms are the unwanted terms which are removed by the band pass filter or the tuned filter. So at the output of the square law modulator, we get this equation, S of t is equal to A into AC into 1 plus 2b by A into X of t into cos 2 pi fct. If you compare this equation with the standard amplitude modulated wave, so this is the standard equation for amplitude modulated wave. S of t is equal to AC into 1 plus m X of t into cos 2 pi fct. So if we compare both of these two terms, we can see that the value of m is equal to 2b by A, which is the modulation index or the depth of modulation. So the second method of generation of amplitude modulated wave is the switching modulator. So in this modulator, the multiplication operation is replaced by a simple switching operation. Here also we use a diode, but here the diode is acting as an ideal switch, that is, it offers zero resistance in forward bias condition and infinite resistance when it is reverse biased. So this is the diagram of a switching modulator. We have the modulating signal or the message signal X of t, then this is the carrier signal C of t. We have a non-linear device, that is the diode, and a load resistance RL. So V1 of t is the input to the diode and V2 of t is the signal taken at the output of the diode. So V1 of t is the sum of the carrier signal plus the message signal. So the carrier signal we represent it as AC cos 2 pi fct plus X of t. So in place of V1 of t, write this equation. Now here the diode is acting as a switch. So the output V2 of t will be equal to V1 of t when the carrier C of t is greater than a 0. So here the carrier signal is acting like a switch. It is just opening or closing the diode switch. So whenever the C of t signal is greater than 0, then the output V2 of t is equal to V1 of t. When it is less than 0, the output is equal to 0. So this is the equation for V2 of t, AC cos 2 pi fct plus X of t. Now this signal is multiplied by a periodic train of pulses, which is denoted by Gp of t. Okay, so this periodic pulse train is having a time period of 1 by fc. Now when this Gp of t is represented in Fourier series form, we get this equation. Gp of t is equal to 1 by 2 plus 2 by pi summation n equal to 1 to infinity minus 1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by 2n minus 1 cos 2 pi fct into 2n minus 1. So next we will see the demodulation of amplitude modulated wave. So here an envelope detector, it is a simple and efficient device which is suitable for detection of a narrowband AM signal. So in a narrowband AM signal, the carrier frequency is much higher compared to the bandwidth of the modulating signal or the message signal. So output of an envelope detector is a signal which follows the envelope of the AM signal. Hence we call it as the envelope detector. So you can see the diagram here. This is the circuit diagram for an envelope detector. We have a non-linear device, diode, resistor, input resistance Rs, capacitor and a load resistance RL. So the input to the demodulator or the envelope detector is the AM wave. So you can see this is the shape of the amplitude modulated signal. So this signal is applied as the input to this envelope detector. So for during every positive half cycle, if you see this diagram, during every positive half cycle of the input, the diode is forward biased. So whenever the diode is forward biased, it will act as a closed switch. Whenever it is closed, the capacitor C will charge to the peak value of the input voltage. And during the negative half cycle, the diode is reverse biased. It acts as an open switch. Therefore, the capacitor will not charge. So it will hold the previous value. You can see the diagram in detail here. So as soon as the capacitor charges to the peak value, diode stops conducting. So when during the negative half cycle, the capacitor will discharge through the resistance RL between the positive peaks. So this process continues until the next positive half cycle. So during the next positive half cycle, again the input signal is greater than the capacitor voltage, diode conducts again and the process repeats itself. So you can see the output waveforms. So this is the positive part of the input cycle. So from here till here the capacitor charges and it discharges. Capacitor charging and discharging is shown in this diagram in the form of thick lines. Okay, so this is to remove all these peaks or the noise or disturbances. The signal is passed through a filter, then we get a smooth signal which is the approximated output of the envelope detector. So you can see this is the same as the input message signal which was transmitted at the modulator part. So the envelope detector, it is just detecting the envelope of this signal. You can see envelope means it is the cover of the signal. So this outer cover of the signal is detected by the envelope detector. That's why we call it as the envelope detector. So the output of the envelope detector is a message signal which is the same as the input of the transmitter or the modulator. So I hope I'm clear. Thank you.